Hey everyone, it's Kyle from the InCom support team. Thank you for coming out to this webinar. We're going to go over sharing your listing, let your listing to your client. Hopefully that'll help you get more leads. Ultimately, people are at your website to look at listings, sharing listings. It's really easy with the InCom system, and it's a really good way to get qualified leads back to your website, looking at your listings, signing up as a member or lead in your lead book. So let's get right into it right now. And I'm going to bring up my website. So hopefully everyone's doing well today. And if you have any questions, by the way, you can put it in the chat. I'll try my best to answer it if I can. There we go. And if it's maybe not relevant, maybe I'll get to it more toward the end of the session, or I can, if it's relevant, maybe I can weave it into the conversation. But this right here, this is my test website. So it's, for all intents and purposes, going to be pretty much like your website. Few caveats here. I have sold listings on my page. You may not have sold listings on your page, depending on your board. Some boards don't offer them. But for our purposes here, it's going to be very, very similar to what your InCom website looks like. So to log in, you have to do anything to your website or with your website. You usually have to log in. Go to the very bottom, click on login, or click on back to dashboard. Eventually, the login button will be right at the top, but for the time being, for most themes, it's going to be at the bottom. So the first thing I want to show you is how to use the save search function. Save search function, it's really easy to use. It's simple. It's basically you set it up once and it just keeps on going. So it's a really good thing to use, especially if you talk to your client. You maybe get a feel for the kind of properties they're interested in. So let's go to any of these listings here. Click on Gilberto. So I'm going to click on Gilberto. And this is all of Gilberto's information right here. You can have his name, phone number, that kind of thing. And to save a search, it's really, really easy. All you have to do is click on the Save Search button, and you click on Save a New Search. And this looks like any other map search, pretty straightforward, nothing too exciting here. So you can type in the city. Let's say Gilberto here, he wants a house in Whitby. Why not go with Whitby? So I'll click on Whitby. The map will automatically center on Whitby. And I know maybe Gilberto wants maybe a bit more north in Whitby. So I'll just move the marker up a little bit. You can even increase or decrease the radius a little bit. So let's say he wants within about 3 kilometers of that spot. You can even set the number of beds, the number of baths, you name it. I can remove a rent because I know Gilberto for a fact does not want to rent. He wants to buy. He wants to buy any kind of residential. He says that's okay. And he's giving me a price of at least $500,000. And maximum, let's say 1.2 million, which is a pretty big range, but that's what Gilberto wants. That's what he's going to get. So once I have this map search set up, all I have to do is I press this green Save Search button. And just like that, Gilberto, whenever there's a new listing that matches that criteria, that's when he's going to get an email with listings that matches what he's interested in. Now, doesn't go out on a regular basis. It goes out specifically when there's a new listing that matches that criteria. So it could be tomorrow, might be next week, might be 2 days from now. We don't know. It just depends on when the new listings come available. But when he gets that listing, if he clicks on a listing, you as the agent will get an email saying, hey, Gilberto clicked on this listing here. And that's really good for you. You know exactly what listings he's interested in. And that's information you can use to sell your client. To delete, or let's go with edit first. So to edit one of these saved searches, pretty straightforward. You press the edit button. You can change, let's say he just wants condos. Click on update save search. The new search is saved. And if you want to delete, I think that might be a live email, so I'll just delete it. Just click on the delete button. That's it. That is save searches. It's a really easy thing to do. It's straightforward. Basically, like I said, you set it once and just keeps on rolling. So that is something, especially after you talk to your client, you get an idea of what kind of properties they're interested in. Set one of those up. It'll take you a whole 2 minutes, and it's a really, really easy thing to do. Any questions about the safe searches, and then I'll move on to the next subject. Great, awesome. Um, the next thing I want to show is how to share single properties. And there's a few ways to do it. Um, there's kind of there's a quick, easy way that's good for just one-off emails to one or two people, and then there's also it's not a long way, but it's if you want to email your entire list, it makes it really easy to do. So I'll show you. So the first way, the easy, quick way, is if you go to your dashboard. So by the way, if you're logged in, you can click on that link at the top. That'll take you back to your website, and you can go to your map search. Might be a few ways to get to your map search, but usually there is a menu item here for, let's just click on here. I think I deleted that. But here's the map search. So I have my map set up for Barrie. Default is Barrie. Just felt like Barrie today. And you can click on any listing you want, and it's really easy to share. So let's say I have a client, he knows he wants a, let's see if I can just bring up a listing here. One Yonge Street. Does that work? In Toronto. Perfect. Let's say he wants this condo right here. I can click on it, and that'll bring up my listing page. So this has all the information your client's going to want about this specific condo. Has prices, it has images, it has number of beds, number of baths, square footage, how long it's been on the market for, information about the property, basically any information you're going to get from MLS, all the relevant information anyway. It's right there. It's easy to get. So let's say you want to share this listing with one of your clients. A couple ways to do it. You can do it with one or two clicks. It's super easy. So once you have this listing up here, you can click on email this listing. You can just type in the person's name, or actually what's even better probably, if you want to share it to Facebook, you can click on share to Facebook. I don't have Facebook on my work computer, but I'll bring up a window just like that. You can share it to Twitter, or you click this little green button for more, and there's a lot of different options here. So this might be the easier way to do it. You can click on Gmail. Where's Gmail? There's Gmail. You can click on email. That will use whatever your default email program is on your computer. You can use Yahoo Mail. If you still have a live journal, you can share it to WeChat, WhatsApp, however you want. So if you want to share one of these listings, super quick, easy way to do it. This is really helpful if you have just one listing you want to show to your client and just get it out of the way. Super easy. I'll show you how to do it again. So find a listing. Let's say I talk to Bob. Bob wants to buy this condo. He loves this condo. He wants more information about it. I can click on the listing, and you can click on share. Again, email, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, you name it. Brings open a window. It'll look something like this. I don't have my WhatsApp here on my computer at work, but you can do it just like that. Any questions about sharing using the map search here to share just one listing? Perfect. Well, I'm going to move over. That works really well if you want to share just one listing. But let's say you want to share multiple listings. Let's say you want to share a variety of listings just right away. Your client says, I want to get a condo at Yonge and Eglinton. So you can type in Yonge and Eglinton. Yonge and Eglinton. There we go. I don't think I spelled Eglinton right. That's okay. Toronto. So let's go with this area. Where is Yonge and Eglinton? I'll find it. That's Yonges are this way. Bayview. Here's Yonge. Yonge and Eglinton right here. So let's say you talk to your client. Your client says, you know what? I want a condo at Yonge and Eglinton. I don't want to spend more than $800,000, and I want a condo with a pool. Cool. So here's what you can do. So whenever you make any changes to your website or to the map specifically, it's pretty subtle. You're not going to see it, but it's going to make any changes. It's going to make changes to this URL here. So if you copy and paste that URL, you're going to get the exact same map search that you got before, and it updates the properties automatically. So you can either email this link to your client. Will there be a recording of this sent out? Pick up my kids? Yep, I'll send a recording out to everyone when we're done. Yeah, we're going to save this map search and email it to our clients. You can also make it a menu item if you want to. There's a lot of ways to share this. So I'm going to get this map set up and I'll show you what I mean. So we have this centered at Yonge and Eglinton in Toronto. Price range, he said no more than, I think it was 800,000. Let's see how many condos are available in that area for 800,000. They're centered. Oh, there's a couple. Cool. We're going to set up the property type. So let's go with condo, apartment condo. I think there's going to be pretty much nothing but apartment condos in that area for that price range. And let's say he wants a pool. So there's lots of different options on here. So there's bedrooms. You can select square footage. But if you want pool, you can click in keyword here. So if there's not a setting in there already for pool, just type in keywords and it'll find you a pool. So this is cool. This is really good. These are all listings in the area your client wants under $800,000 and they have a pool. It's really easy to set up. So once you have this map set up, how do you share it? How do you get it out to your clients? It's really easy. You can either copy, just press Control A to copy the entire thing, then press Control C, and you can email that to your client. You can text it to your client, just paste it. You'll get the exact same map every single time. See, same properties as before. So yeah, email that to your client. They can click on that link, open up that link, and they'll see the about 20 properties that matches their exact criteria. It's just that easy. It'll take you maybe 2 minutes when you get used to it. But that's how you can share the maps. Now, there's also a really cool trick here I want to show you. It's maybe a little outside of what we're doing here, but what you've probably noticed is this URL, it's really long, which it's probably okay, but it might be a little difficult to work with. So there's a cool thing you can do to kind of get around that. If you go back to your dashboard, you can make what's called an alias. And an alias sounds really technical. It's really not. All an alias does is it takes that big, long URL and it makes it a lot shorter and a lot easier to work with. So I'll show you what I mean. So if you go to configuration and then you go to my aliases, I've made lots of aliases right here, but I'll show you how to make a new one. To make a new alias, click on add new alias. And for the path, you want to go to that map search. This, will, by the way, will work with any page on your website, but where this is specifically very useful is with the map search. So you can copy that. Again, press Control C or Control V to copy it, and you put that in the path section. And you have to modify it a little bit. You want to get rid of your domain. So the first little bit, so www.yourwebsite.com/. So you're basically going to start off with map search app /search/ all that stuff. And then for alias, you can put down pretty much whatever you want, but you can't do spaces and you can't do slashes. So let's say this will be condo for Brad. So again, you can't do spaces or slashes, but you can do underscores, you can do periods, hyphens. I think periods is kind of the preferred way to do it, but as long as you don't use spaces or slashes, that'll work. So what this means is when people go to condos for Brad or condo for Brad, I guess, it's going to bring up that map search right there. So I'll show you what I mean. So let's go to copy. Let's go to create new alias. Just give it a second to do its thing. And when I go to my website.com/condo for Brad, if I did this right, and I think I did, it'll take you to that map search. Really easy. Cool. The first time you do that, it's maybe a little tricky. Sometimes people get stuck the first time they do it. So maybe I'll show you one more time. Any questions about that? Maybe I'll show you how to do that one more time. I'll show you. The first time you do this, again, you might get a little stuck. Don't worry about that. That's okay. Give us a call, send us an email. We'll help you out. But let's go with another city. Let's go with Ottawa. I don't even know if I have any listings in Ottawa. Again, I'm not a real estate agent, so I might not, but let's try. Let's go to Ottawa, clear settings. Cool, Ottawa. So I think the Glebe is a neighborhood in Oshawa, if I remember correct. Or no, Ottawa, sorry, the Glebe. It's getting up a funny name, Glebe. Oh, what's this one? Cambridge, Ontario. Great. So Glebe Street in Cambridge. So let's say my client, they want to live on Glebe Street in Cambridge. I'm going to type in that at street. By the way, you can search for school here. You can search by city. Neighborhood works pretty well. Typically address, postal code, MLS number. If you need to, you can select that setting there. It'll get you different types of properties. But let's say, oh, this is a nice area. Looks like it has a river right there. Looks nice. Let's say my client is very specific. He wants to live south of Salisbury here. So what you can do is you can click on the draw tool. Oh, click on draw. There you go. And you can actually draw around. Now my mouse skills are probably terrible, so excuse me, I'll try my best, but might be pretty awful. And then we're gonna go down Berkeley, Osborne Street, Dumfries. Let's go all around here. And I know for a fact my client wants to live anywhere in that specific area. So same thing, I have set up the map the way I want it. This is going to change this URL here. I'm going to copy that. Again, press Control C or Control X, and then Control V to paste it. And I'm going to get that map I just set up with all the relevant listings. Now, the listings will update automatically. All that's saving really is the position of the map and the settings, but you could go to this map next week, and whatever listings are available for that week in that area, you're going to get those listings. So this is really nice to set up. So once you have this URL here set up, go back to the dashboard. Again, some of the newer themes have the login right here at the top, but for most themes, at least for the time being, you have to click on back to dashboard to go back to the dashboard. To make an alias, it's super easy. Go to configuration, go to my aliases, of course, click on add new alias. There's a lot of areas on your website where there's going to be a big green button in the top right hand corner. So if you want to add something on, it's usually right there in the top right. Click on add new item. For path, paste that in, paste in that big long URL. And for the path, you just have to get rid of the first little bit. So that your website.com/, just leave the rest. And for alias, again, anything you want has to be unique. Can't have spaces, can't have slashes, but otherwise you're good to go. So I'm gonna call this Glebe Cambridge. I spell that right. There you go. So once I have that alias set up, I can just say, hey, client, I want you to go to my website.com/Glebe Cambridge, and it's going to take people to that map search. That makes this whole presentation really slick. The first time you do it might take a few minutes, but once you get used to it, you should be okay in no time. But that's how you make an alias. So again, you can share that alias, you can email, text that alias, just say, hey, go to my website.com/whatever. That makes it a lot easier to share these map searches. But what is really cool is you can make a menu item here. So some of your websites might have a menu item already for, let's say, sold listings in a specific area. But to make a menu item, it's very easy. Go to Content, go to Menu Manager, and here are all my menu items. Click on the big green button that says Add Item. And let's say I want to call this the Glebe. Type that in the title. And for link to my page, I'm going to type in the page. So this is where I just type in the alias. So here, all I have to do, I type in the alias. I don't put in my website, Don't put in a slash. All you type in is Glebe Cambridge or whatever the alias is. You press submit. And just like that, in my menu, I have the Glebe. And if I did this right, I think I did. Perfect. I have my map search I just set up. So any questions about that? If you want to share map searches, multiple listings, it's a really quick, easy way to do it. Any questions about that? Otherwise, I will move on to the next topic. Perfect. What I'll do, I'm going to show you in a second. There's a video we did. Specifically, it's about sharing sold listings, but the principle is the same. So instead of sold listings, you can just set the criteria, make an alias, be the same kind of thing. So if you were ever stuck, we're open Monday to Friday, 9 till 5, 5:30. Give us a call, email us. We're always happy to help out. But let's say it's late at night, it's on the weekend, you can't get to us. If you go to help and you go to video tutorial, the one video, oh, number 41, how to feature sold listings on your InCom website. So if you want to have a video about how to make an alias, how to share maps, that's how you do it. Number 41. Again, it's specifically about how to share sold listings. You might have sold listings, you might not, depending on your board. But again, same kind of idea. You set the map, you make an alias, send out the alias however you want. Makes it super easy for you to do that. Now, there is another option here. Let's say you have a brand new listing. It's your listing. It's going to go live, let's say tomorrow, and you want everybody on your list to get an email with that listing. Unbelievably easy. It's super, super easy. So if you want to send out an email from your website, it's going to be under communication and campaigns. And I won't go over all the emails, but I'll go over kind of the groundwork for emails. There's three kinds of emails. There's drip campaigns. Won't go into too much detail, but basically there are different categories. There's the buyer category, the seller category. And as long as people are in the right category, they automatically, over the course of 1 year, will get all these emails set up and ready to go. Autoresponders, pretty straightforward. People fill out a form. Each of these forms has a corresponding email. So let's say I fill out the free home evaluation form. I'm going to get this free home evaluation email, just like that. But what we want to use today is the standalone campaign. So I'm going to click on Compose Single Email Campaign. By the way, there's video tutorials right here at the top. So if you get stuck, watch those videos. It'll show you how to do it. Makes it really easy. But when you click new category or choose category, there's lots of categories. So you can do plain email, which will usually work out pretty well for you. But in this case, you can either do just listed or open house. But let's say in this scenario, my listing, it's cool, it's hot, it's great, it's going out tomorrow. So I'm going to click on just listed. And this is a really cool feature here. If you type in an MLS number, as long as it's a valid MLS number, it should work. It's going to build you an email automatically. Perfect. Yeah, 50 Grand Street. Click on next. You have to select a layout. Some of these formats have multiple layouts. So if there's just the one, just pick the one. And just like that, I have an email ready to go. This took me 2 minutes maybe to make. Super, super easy. It has all the information from MLS. I can change a few things if I want to. Let's say hot listing, 3 exclamation marks. Let's go crazy. You can change the body. This is the world's greatest condo. Wow, I'm selling this. Title, you can put, this is going to be the subject line of the email. So let's, whatever you want. New condo is great. And then you can preview it if you want to. That's what the email is going to look like. Wonderful. And if I want to send this out, pretty straightforward. Click on next. I can select just one person at a time if I want to do just one person. Let's see. What is someone's name? I forget. But if I select all categories, oh, you know what? I don't have any active listings right now, active leads right now. But if there will be an option right here to say select all leads. If you click on select all leads, you can set a time to make it sent to go out. So let's say I wanted to go out tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I just select Friday the 29th, 9 o'clock in the morning, press send, and tomorrow all my leads are going to get an email with that exact listing we just put in. So that's a really easy thing to do. Again, I wanted to kind of show you a few ways to share listings that didn't take a lot of effort. I know everyone's really busy, but that is how you can easily share different listings on your website. Any questions about that? And maybe I'll go over one or two more things. Any questions? Wonderful. Cool. Well, if you do have any issues, again, check out, go to help, video tutorials. You can do, what did I want to do? How to feature sold listings. We'll show you how to make those aliases. And then, standalone. How to create a standalone campaign, number 38. So there's quite a few different options for standalone campaign, but the just listed is a really good format to use. It takes a whole 2 seconds to fill out. You can send it out to anyone you want, and that is pretty much about it. Does anyone have any other questions? I want to wrap it up because I know it's Thanksgiving in the States, so I want to make sure everyone can get out a little early today. But any questions before I let you guys go? Great. Well, thank you so much for coming again, guys. Um, how to create categories. That's a really good question. I'll show you. So if you go to visitors and you go to categories, there are categories that are built into your website. So you can do renter, buyer, seller, recruitment, other, buyer, and seller. Those are in there ready to go. But let's say I want to make a new condo for people who want condos downtown Toronto. Let's say you can click on add category, click on category name, Toronto condo. You can put in a description if you want to. It's really just for your own purposes. So these people want condos in Toronto. Press save. And just like that, I have made a category for people called Toronto condo. Now, if I want to change some of my people to different categories, so go to visitors and lead book. Let's say Kyle, Bob, and Jim. I know those people. They really want to be Toronto condo people. All you need to do is select their name here, click on the little check mark, and then you go to bulk actions, and then you go to bulk edit category. There's other options on there. For example, you can change the heat level. You can export them if you want to. You can change the bulk pipeline stage. You can change the standalone campaign status. I won't go into that too much today, but click on bulk edit category. And just like that, I have all my categories ready to go. So I know these people are going to be Toronto condo, so I can select on that. And there's one option here at the top where you can overwrite category. So these people are they're already going to be probably a buyer or a seller or whatever. But let's say I know for a fact that I want these people to only be Toronto condo people. If that's the case, I can select that little check mark right there, click on save changes. And just like that, Jim, Bob, and Kyle, they are Toronto condo people. I'll do one more thing here too. Some of these people might have been put as inactive. So I'll just make them active just for the time being. Let's say I want to send out a condo to just the condo people. Let's go to campaigns. Let's go to standalone campaign. Let's see if I can find a condo listing. Click on compose single email campaign. I'll find a condo in Toronto here for you. Because like you just listed or open house, I suggest that you maybe take a few minutes, see what all these templates are. There's gonna be some pretty handy ones in there, but I like just listed and open house. I think they're kind of two of the most useful ones. Click on open house. All you have to do is select listing by listing number. So I have one right here, Ava Road in Toronto. Type in that guy. As long as it's an active MLS number, should just work. It's pretty rare that it hasn't worked for me. If I click on next, give it a second to cook. Select the layout. Again, some of these email templates have more than one, but this one specifically just has the one. Type in new condo for y'all. Why not? You can edit it a little bit if you want to. You can preview it. It's probably a good idea to preview it to see what it looks like. Looks like that. Click on next. And I can select all leads. Now I actually have active leads, so that'll work. Or I can type in the category. So let's go with Toronto condo. Click on next. And here I can set the date. So let's say I want this to go out tomorrow, 29th, right at 9 a.m. It's 24-hour time, which shouldn't be too much. And if you want to, you can also select the frequency. So if you probably only once makes the most sense, but if you want this to go daily or yearly, you could. And if you click on send, I'm not going to send because I think those are real emails. Your clients will get an email tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So those are categories. Any other questions? Any other questions I can help you guys with? Wonderful. Well, again, we are here Monday to Friday, 9 till 5 or 5:30. So feel free to give us a call or email us. If you do have any questions and you can't get to us for whatever reason, let's say it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you're working on your website, sending out leads because you're a good realtor, you want to get money. One really good area to check out if you need some help. If you go to help and webinars, these webinars are all very handy. This one is really good. This is the how to illustrate your brand through website design. It's kind of like the beginner webinar. It'll show you how to do things like change the theme so you can change how your website looks. You can add content with widgets. Kind of takes you through the basics. It doesn't show you how to do everything, but it'll show you how to do almost everything. And this one is really good too. A little pretty similar to what we were talking about today is how to take control of your leads. So that is how to use the lead book. That is how to send emails, all that stuff. Also, these ones are pretty good too, how to take charge of your SEO. I don't think you really have to change your SEO too much. That's search engine optimization. But if you want to, there's some information right there and any additional integrations with your InCom website, how to send out the set up the calendar, that kind of thing. So check out those webinars, and video tutorial is really good too. So we covered number 41, how to feature sold listings, and we also did a drip standalone campaign, which is number 38. Great, cool. Well, thank you so much for coming. If you're in the States, have a good long weekend. Otherwise, we will be talking in the next little bit. So thanks again for coming. I appreciate it, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, everybody.